You're listening to the Lanterns Radio Network. We are the network dedicated to empowering the individual, illuminating the truth, defending American exceptionalism, and inspiring future generations. Stay connected and get involved at lanterns.buzz. For great radio, get commentary and news of the day. Lanterns.buzz. You're listening to the Lanterns Radio Network. We are the network dedicated to empowering the individual, illuminating the truth, defending American exceptionalism, and inspiring future generations. Stay connected and get involved at lanterns.buzz. For great radio, get commentary and news of the day. Lanterns.buzz.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. My name is Dylan. I'm joined tonight by Steven.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
How you guys?
I'm going to start this off officially apologizing. I don't know. I've got several messages last week.
Messages from who?
All right, when I say messages, I'm going to refer to it was really actually from one person.
Oh, yeah?
My mom.
Oh.
She was the only one apparently listening last week. If those of you noticed, she did. She was bitter. Those of you who decided not to message or harass us about it.
We thank you.
Yes, we do thank you. We had We do this show live every night from the studio in my house, and my house.
By every night, you mean every Saturday night?
Every Saturday night. Well, it'll be every night eventually, but that's
Hopefully.
another story.
Yeah.
But yes, something happened. We had to experience technical difficulties, and the power went out for some strange reason. I don't know, it was a passing storm or something. I don't know. It could have been NSA for all I know. So they're everywhere. They're listening. So I apologize for that. I tried to explain to my mom that it wasn't that we had lost power, but instead that we had done the greatest suspense builder of radio history. Because we were going to go into the word of the day that we had picked out.
Salami, right?
No, so that's what we had for lunch. It was Sologomy, and apparently at least my mother was curious, and so we will be touching on that later on in the show.
I apologize, Dylan's mom.
Yeah, she already knows. I told her it was a suspense builder, and she just thought it was an idiot. But anyway, yeah,
you kept listening.
I know. Oh, anyway, so folks, we have a great show planned tonight. We are going to start off kind of a crappy situation, a crappy story. Everybody's been talking about it. Everybody is aware of it. The bombing that happened at the Ariana Grande concert in Manchester, England.
Can't you say it like Shepard Smith?
No. I'm not, no. Because no.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I feel like I don't know that man anymore. I never knew him in the first place. But
Exactly. I mean,
I just felt for some reason that would be a really good, powerful statement to say.
Oh, okay. Like you somehow, magically knew him.
Yeah, I wanted to sound more important than what I was.
Oh, yeah.
Will you
okay.
stop calling me out on my
No,
own show?
I won't.
Okay. Now, here's the drill. Everybody and their mother has been talking about the bombing. Everybody, they've analyzed it from every situation, and they've talked about all this stuff, and
so many things.
And it's a horrific tragedy. I mean, the 22 people dead.
Currently?
Yeah, currently. 23 if you count the dude who blew himself up.
No.
You're not going to count him?
No.
Okay. Well, then we had 22 dead.
Okay.
Well, technically, he did die. You have to count him.
No.
What do you mean, no, he died?
Yeah, but he wasn't murdered.
I didn't say murdered. I said died.
I understand that, but the count is by people murdered.
Okay, well, then if we're going to go that route, then yes, there was only 22 people murdered.
Okay, good.
And 116 injured.
Yes, and many of those children that are murdered in critical and possibly will be.
So obviously, it goes without saying that our prayers and thoughts are with the families and first responders and everything out there. What I wanted to do is I want to take this on a completely different level than you've heard anywhere else, or at least I think you may have heard anywhere else. I haven't heard anybody else talking about it like this. I want to come at it from a perspective, and I mentioned this last week. We have stopped looking at people as people.
Yeah.
We have.
Everybody's a group.
And not just a group. Thanks to the internet and thanks to technology, you're a profile now. You're no longer skin and bone and flesh. You're data. You're a profile page. You are a like, a dislike. You're an emoji.
Nodes of information.
Basically.
We live as memes.
Sad but true. Sad but true. And that's the angle I'm trying to come at this from today. That's that to try and bring everyone back to bring it back to a personal level, an actual human level. This thing went on May 22nd, 2017 at approximately 10:30. This guy blew himself up in a concert. The only reason it kind of hits me directly, aside from the fact that it was a loss of human life, was the fact that this happened on correct me if I'm wrong, that was Monday, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was Monday night.
Yeah.
So Saturday, around here where Steven and I live, there was a concert that my wife and I had actually considered going to, and we didn't go, but I digress. It, for me, made me stop and think and put myself in the situation. Saturday night, we would have gone to this concert, and we would have not thought anything about anything. We would have shown up. We would have listened to music. We would have, sat back. We'd have had a good old time. It would have been great, and not think anything otherwise. The exact same thing these people did.
Right. Until that happened.
Until this jackwagon blows himself up. And it changed everything. And I don't think anybody is looking at it from that spot. Everyone is looking at it the minute, and this is going to sound probably a little insensitive, but I'm sorry. The moment that bomb went off, there was like this imaginary line that got drawn. Okay?
Yeah.
And immediately people just fell because of the internet, because of technology, because we're no longer human. People just kind of fell on their respective sides, like you said, because of the data, because of where they are.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Everybody's a caricature of what they consider themselves.
Exactly. And the line just kept going, and the further the line went, the more it divided people. There was the line of, well, Ariana Grande is this horrible anti-American individual who just got what she had coming to her.
We don't need to worry about that.
But again, let's go back to the whole personal side of things. Even if Ariana Grande is an actual true anti-American individual, nobody deserves this. Nobody.
Right.
Nobody. Even if this is the person that she is, no one should have to go through this at all.
Well, it goes to something that you and I believe in.
Mm-hmm.
Wish good for those who harm you. Wish them well and do not curse them. Be happy with those who are happy. Be sad with those who are sad. Live in peace with each other. Do not be proud, but make friends with those who seem unimportant. Do not think how smart you are.
Mm-hmm.
If someone wrongs you, do not pay them back in doing wrong. Try to do what everyone thinks is right. Do your best to live in peace with everyone. Where do we go away from that?
The minute we stop having morals, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, it just, people are not taking the time to, again, just like that was what, Romans 12:12, right? I believe is
12:14 on. Yeah.
We could, again, when you don't look at people as people, and then you don't have a moral code to go by, nothing is real. You can't be friendly to somebody who wrongs you because they're not real.
Right.
You know, I don't know. It just it messes with me because, like I said, everybody wants to turn around, and the minute this happened, like I said, that line got drawn, and then a lot of people, I mean, a lot of people saying how, oh, she deserved this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. And I don't care who you are. I said it once, I'm going to say it 100 times. Nobody on God's green earth deserves this. Nobody deserves to be killed. No one deserves to have a tragedy like this happen. You're talking about, I think, the youngest victim that happened over there was, 8?
Yeah.
An 8-year-old,
something like that, I think,
an
yeah.
8-year-old little girl.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, it bothers me to no end that we have become so polarized on sticking up to a faction or to, whatever team you want to aspire to.
Team we trust.
Yeah, apparently. Then that no one is taking the time to, I get, let's take everything out of the situation, okay?
Yeah.
When I say everything, I mean everything. Let's look at these people as people. Forget the fact that the bomber, his ideology is completely jacked up.
And the fact that he wasn't actually following his ideology.
Touche.
Because he was a drunk, druggy,
fornicator.
Yeah,
there's a
anyway.
long laundry list, but who are we to cast stones?
Yeah.
But anyway, let's take all of that out. He was 22 years old. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
22 years old. By most accounts, he would be just finishing up, his sophomore year of college?
18, 19, 20, 21, 20. Yeah, junior?
Junior,
senior.
sophomore, junior, somewhere in there. Sophomore or junior, senior, somewhere in there.
Junior, senior.
Somewhere around in there. Okay? Early in his life.
Very.
Very young. That's still, again, take the tragedy, take the deed out. He's still a human being. For me, and this is just how I look at everything, and this goes back to when people are horrible, and even if they do bad things, the minute they're dead, there's no chance of coming back. There's no chance of a redemption or to make things right, whether you believe in God or not. You know what I mean? There's no chance to make right what you've done.
No such thing as reconciliation when you're dead.
Pretty much. At that point, it's over. And it's insanity to me. Because these people were just so hurtful. Did you see the tweet by that reporter?
No, I didn't. I did not.
David Leavitt, I believe his name is.
Leavitt?
No, it's Leavitt. Leavitt.
Oh, okay.
He needs to leave it.
Yes, and go away.
Far, far away.
Leave it alone, buddy.
Douche. He tweeted, actually, and I'm going to quote this. The tweet was, quote, multiple confirmed fatalities at Manchester Arena. The last time I listened to Ariana Grande, I almost died too.
Oh, that
End
guy.
Quote. Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
Now, I don't care who you are. I don't care how you feel about a certain person's music or their belief on anything, any of that. That is a human life. Right or wrong, good or bad. I don't care. That is the worst sense of trying to be funny ever. You need to shut down your Twitter account and you need to go climb underneath a rock and hide because
Side tangent.
Oh, God.
Side tangent. With that guy. All right, I did hear about this guy. So, couple key points. He comes back later after that and says, "Oh, my bad. I didn't know the severity of the thing that I was making jokes about. You know, people, they mourn in different ways and all that." What?
Wait a minute.
Quote the tweet again.
Quote, multiple confirmed.
Stop. Multiple confirmed what?
Fatalities.
You didn't understand the severity of multiple confirmed fatalities of a bombing?
Apparently not.
So, he had so much hate thrown at him because of that first tweet that he actually had a thing from Twitter saying, "Would you like Twitter to put filters on? It seems that there are a lot of people sending unnecessary and basically, people are saying F you a lot. Would you like us to put a filter on your Twitter so that nobody can call you, nobody can say F you to you anymore?"
They offered him the douche filter?
Yes.
That is awesome.
And he took it and then tweeted about it afterwards.
Of course, because he's got the douche filter on, nobody's going to say anything.
They can, but
he's not going to read it.
He's not going to see it anymore.
Isn't that like a progressive?
Well, I'm not going to go down that way.
We're not going that way.
I'm not going that way.
Point of the matter is that, again, I just wish people would look at the fact that it was human life, up and down, regardless of how you slice it. It was all involved were humans. Everyone was somebody's daughter or son or brother or friend
or
mom, parent or mom, whatever. They were a human life, and it was lost. And I wish to God that we would get back to start seeing people as people so we can actually start relating and being, I don't know, just a tad bit sympathetic to because it could have easily been you. And I hate to tell you this, but we're next. It's only a matter of time.
They've been telling us for how many years?
It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. So, now that I have perked all of y'all up and we've made y'all feel so wonderful and happy.
I'm warm and fuzzy now.
I know, right? It's the bubbles. It's like an effervescence. It's almost like having a sip of champagne or something.
Honestly, I thought it was the coffee making me percolate.
No, give it about 10 more minutes and that coffee will kick in.
Oh, but at least it makes me warm.
It does. It's all warm and fuzzy.
So warm. So
we're going to go and take a break, and we're going to try and drink some more coffee and actually become chipper. So we got some good other stuff planned on the other side of the break. You are listening to Defenders of the American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. And welcome back, folks. You are listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. My name is Dylan. That's Steven.
Yup, that's me.
And I'm sorry, I just realized I sound like I'm drunk tonight or something.
Yeah, you do.
Speaky slurring. I don't know, man.
I promise he hasn't had anything to drink since I've been here.
No, I haven't. I've been nothing but I've had a nice cup of milk, big old cup of milk with my pizza, and then I've drinking a cup of coffee now. It's been a long day today. It's been a very long day
Been
today.
a long day. All right, that's enough.
Closing time.
No, we're not doing that either. Oh, goodness.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah, we're awesome. It's fine. Yeah.
So, no, it's been a very long day. And I was on the motorcycle today, and it was ungodly hot. So,
Were you chapsticking?
I don't wear chaps, but sure. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. I don't know, man. Oh, so I hear that the next thing we're going to go into, apparently Trump is overseas.
Yeah,
He went
he's
and talked
overseas.
in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Some kind of anti-terrorist speech or...
Yeah, but we can't do that right now.
Wait, no, but that's... Hold on. I got the prep sheet right here.
You gonna rustle the pages, make people
Yeah,
think you got
see?
a prep sheet? You hear the rustling of the pages?
I'm doing the Rush Limbaugh thing.
And his currently nicotine.
In my formerly nicotine-stained fingers.
No, we're not doing it.
No, why?
No,
Why?
because
I don't recall
we
you
promised.
being the boss.
We promised, and we are going to deliver.
On...
What was the word of the day?
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
The word of the day, that what you're referring to last week, where we had the major technical difficulty and
It cut out right when I was on fire. It was great.
You mean our wonderful
Word of the day.
well, no, I was trying to commend it from the building the suspense. Our suspense builder
Yeah.
for Sologomy was the word of the day.
It was.
It's not that we're making a word of the day a thing. It sounded funny like Sesame Street. Anyway, yeah. So
Today's show is brought to you by.
by the letter I. Okay. No, we'll find.
And the number one.
We could. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I wanted to actually talk about serious things, but apparently,
No.
Steven's not going to let me.
No, we're doing this.
We're going to go into what we should have hit on last week, and that was Sologomy. Which, again, that's Sologomy with a G, not salami. Get your deli's meats straight.
Get him out of here.
Get them out of here. We're not doing sandwiches. Okay.
Unless it's hard salami. Genoa, send that thing out of here.
It's almost as bad. It's as bad as it sounds. For those of you who are not aware what Sologomy is, apparently you've heard of polygamy
Yeah.
and polygamy
And
monogamy.
monogamy, yeah.
So who wants to take a quick stab at what Sologomy is? I'm going to give you 3 guesses, folks. What you do is you take the first 4 letters and you drop the last 4. I should have got that as for real music. That would have been funny. Doop, 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 boom, boom. Okay. You're so good at this. It's scary. All right. For those of you that are waiting with bated breath, Sologomy apparently is a new trend where basically you're being committed to yourself, as in you're marrying yourself. So you will sit there one night as you apparently have been dating yourself for a long period of time, and you look at yourself, and you're sitting there by yourself on the couch, and you're watching, I don't know, Desperate Housewives or whatever's on TV nowadays.
Glee, probably.
Glee. Shut up. Funny you should mention that. There was actually an episode where they had that in there. Thank you very much. But that was back in, 6 years ago, where
Back
that was
in the
just
day.
a joke.
Yeah.
Now it's real, folks. Now, apparently,
You turn to yourself and say, Self!
you're one sexy thing.
Ish.
I can't stop thinking about you
And looking at you.
and touching you.
And I have a mirror in my hand. I'm looking at myself while I say self.
And I still love you, no
Self.
matter what your flaws are. Will you marry me? And you act shocked, and you say, yes, I will.
Why, yes, self, I will.
Well, apparently it's a woman thing, though. The guys can't do this.
What?
Yeah, it's a feminist trend
How?
because they're trying to stick it to the patriarchy. by choosing their careers and
also choosing
ahead
that
of
they're going
their
to marry
personal
themselves.
Yes, because if they marry themselves, I guess it allows them to not have to be lesbian, but then still kind of send a giant finger to.
But what if they cheat on themselves?
I've wondered that too. Can you imagine the divorce?
Oh man, it'd be terrible.
How do you divide up
How
all
do
the
you
assets?
reconcile yourself with yourself?
Right? That's.
I mean, there's entire religions based on reconciling yourself with yourself. I mean, come on.
That'll. The things that we do nowadays. Yes, apparently it's a new trend that Sologomy, women are committing to themselves with their own wedding ceremony. So, as insane as this sounds, you have women, who will pay. I wonder how much their bill is.
You know,
like seriously,
we got to stop this right now.
We can't.
Yes,
we
we have to stop it because this is the most sexist thing I have ever heard.
How do you figure?
Because it's women. We can't claim they're women. We don't know that they're women.
Well, no, but they're claiming they're women.
They're claiming they're women.
And they can do that.
But who is they? The people that write the articles?
No, they, as in...
They who? The feminists?
The self-professing women.
But how do we know that they proclaim themselves as women? They proclaim themselves as both bride and groom.
Yeah, but hold on. Gay and lesbian marriage is legal now. So
right.
Two women can marry, so it really doesn't matter.
But one is the butch.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
But one is the guy in the relationship.
Not necessarily.
Technically.
Yeah.
You
biologically.
You know.
See, this is just becoming harder and harder to wrap your head around. At first it starts as a funny joke, and before long your head starts to hurt. And
it really does start to hurt.
Beating your head against the desk.
I mean, stop doing that.
If I didn't have so much going on in my life, I'd consider being an alcoholic.
Well, that's a good thing that you have so much going on then.
Yeah, I can't afford to be drunk.
But honestly, does she just look at her hand and say, "Hey, hand"?
I don't know. I'm trying to.
I love you so much, hand. Oh my goodness.
Can you imagine her seriously having a conversation with herself?
Yeah. She looks in the mirror, says,
"So, we've been dating now for about 6 weeks.
Oh my goodness. How long has it been?
It's been the time of my life.
I've known you for 24 years, and
I feel like we just grow closer and closer every day.
Every day.
Every single day.
But I've noticed a couple things. You've got crow's feet?
And you know what's great is I love your parents, and you love my parents, and because they're the same parents.
And we completely get along.
We never fight.
Sort of. Except for that one time of the month.
Except for I can't. No, that's. Oh.
I slipped it in there.
It's, there's a line.
No.
We crossed it.
Nah, not yet.
I would describe it as women saying yes to themselves, says Miss Erica Anderson.
Can I ask you a question?
Who is a self-styled sologamist. Which, what the hell is self-styled?
Can I ask a question?
I just asked one.
No. Can I ask a question?
I guess.
Okay. What does she look like?
Like that. Here, see. So I mean, I for all intents and purposes, I don't see. Here's another one. Hold on. Right there. See?
So she's butt ugly.
But I mean, she doesn't. It's not like there's any actual issue. She's not like what most people would. It's not somebody you would look at and actually consider.
But
mental logic, the mental gymnastics to get to that point. It's literally just some feminist who's so stuck on the I don't need a man to tell me anything. I can survive without a man. I'll show you. I will marry myself to prove it.
But
she's just an idiot.
Yes,
an idiot, and by like a
it's
grade.
Like
she is a grade A #1 government inspected idiot.
You know what's funny though?
I bet you she's got the A1 stamp on her butt.
She probably does. But this happened after some guy married a sheep. That was years ago.
A self-wedding is a symbolic ceremony about reconnecting and staying connected with you. Wear the ring to remind you every day to love yourself, says apparently the self-marrying wedding rights are.
Is that like write love on your arm?
I don't know. You can go to imarriedme.com that offers a kit to assist you in planning your own wedding ceremony.
For yourself?
So here's my thing. I'm confused about this. So the way that usually goes is the father of the bride pays for the wedding.
Yeah.
And the parents of the groom pay for the honeymoon.
It's the whole dowry thing, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, isn't it? So in a self-wedding, who's responsible for picking up the check?
You know what we can do to fix this?
Find somebody who's willing to do a Sologomy ceremony themselves, and
we can just stop all of this stupidness and just stop issuing marriage licenses. Get out of my freaking marriage, government.
I was rather forward. I don't know, though, if I picked up entirely on what you're trying to say.
Do you want me to spell it out?
You need to stop being so subtle.
I mean, I know I can be pretty subtle at times.
And our listeners are not finding it funny.
Really?
They're having a hard time.
They're having a hard time?
They are. I get messages all the time from my mother telling me...
That Steven guy, he's too subtle.
He's too subtle. I think I understand him, and the next thing I know, we're in left field.
I don't know where he's going. Is he really sarcastic? Because I just can't get... I think he's saying one thing, and it's just totally the other side.
I thought about giving her your number, just so I'm like, here, Mom, you talk to him. I quit. It's not my job to play middleman.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I'm not talking to your mom. Only if you introduce me to your mom formally will I talk to your mom, and that'll be a really awkward conversation, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm reading this. I'm still skimming through this article that we had pulled. It was from Daily Wire.
Oh goodness.
So you can go look it up yourself. Apparently the higher end, I married me-self, and it actually says me.
Me-self.
It says
it's
me,
not myself,
mine.
it's me-self.
Sounds like a pirate, doesn't it? I married me-self. I married myself, self-wedding in a box.
Just me, my peg leg, and my parrot.
That's all I need. Apparently, the funny part about this is the I married me-self wedding in a box. There's a lot of hyphens in here.
How much is it?
$230.
That's more than it costs to go down to the courthouse.
As the article says, capitalism is magical.
Which, by the way, if you go down to the courthouse, currently the law is it's between two people.
Yeah.
Two.
Not
two personalities. Not your right eye and left eye.
And it's people. It's not, you can't go down there with your dog. You can't take, a picture.
Unless you're in West Virginia.
Well, that's livestock, and that's a whole nother deal. You realize you just excluded us. We're not even off the ground yet, and you just excluded a demographic.
I'm sorry, West Virginia, but that was a really easy joke, and you know it.
So was the sheep. Anyway, see what you started?
That was foal.
We're going.
That was foal.
See what you did there. See what you did there. No, I'm waiting.
Where's the cowbell?
I'm looking for one. I swear to you, I'm gonna get one. But no, it's funny if you look back. A lot of this stuff is stuff we used to joke about. It's like, wouldn't it be funny if you could just marry yourself? Apparently, it's a thing now.
It's real.
Apparently, 2017 is the year of dreams.
And by dreams, you mean
everything that you can dream of, you can make happen.
Yeah,
regardless of how stupid it is. And I now hand you Exhibit A.
Ta-da!
There it is.
It came down from the clouds, and all I heard were the angels singing.
Yeah, on that
Sologomy.
Sologomy. So there you have it, folks. The week-long suspense ride is over.
You know it now.
Hopefully it was as exciting for you as it was for us.
And by that, I mean...
It was not really that exciting. So we're but we're going to go top off our coffees and whatnot, and we're going to take a break. So you are listening to the Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network.
You're listening to the Lanterns Radio Network. We are the network dedicated to empowering the individual, illuminating the truth, defending American exceptionalism, and inspiring future generations. Stay connected and get involved at lanterns.buzz for great radio. Get commentary and news of the day. Lanterns.buzz.
Welcome back, everybody. Listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. I'm Dylan. That's Steven.
Hi.
Hey. You got to talk into the mic there.
Hi, how's it going?
There you go.
Sorry, I'm looking up stuff.
Yeah, see,
I got stuff to look up. I've been given a duty.
You have one job and you've blown it.
Hero's duty.
Heroes, no. No, it's not even... Not even close.
Speaking of hero's duty.
While Steven is doing his one job, and I'm doing my one job as well.
You know.
We're gonna throw us out there. If you want to reach us for anything, you can find us on Facebook at Defenders of American Exceptionalism. You can find us on Twitter at DOAE Show.
Woohoo!
You can find me at Dylan Lyles.
And me at Stephen Airy.
Same with Twitter.
Yep.
At Dylan Lyles. So yeah, drop us a line. Say, hey, I have got. I'm going to let a little bit of the cat out of the bag.
Huh?
It's just a little bit. It's not entirely. But what a little birdie told me that there is a slight possibility of some possible swag.
Ooh.
Coming.
Ooh, I like swag.
Yes. You don't get it because
Aww.
it's just like if you.
But I can't advertise myself if I don't have swag.
Yeah, well, no, it's not you, but you don't get to keep it. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
It's
I
not
can
your
give it away.
swag. It's
Can I give it away?
It's giveaway swag. Mm-hmm.
Red Hot Chili Peppers?
No, God, no.
Give it away. Give it away now.
Mike Dowd would be so. I wish we could get Dowd to listen, man. I swear he would love us.
I'm sure he'd love it. It'd be great.
Every name drop or music name drop that we do.
Oh, it'd be awesome. He'd be all over it, and
love it.
we'd hear it the next day.
Oh, for sure. No, but it just I'm working. There might be a little bit of thing. We're down the road. There might be some swag available.
Like shirts?
Possibly.
Oh.
Possibly some decals.
Oh.
Things are in the works. I just wanted to throw that out there now. Get you all excited a little bit.
And by the way, for those live tweeting, Dylan ain't woke. It's hashtag Dylan ain't woke. Dylan with a Y.
You're not gonna let this.
No,
die.
and actually, you know what? I think we're good when we get this because I didn't even know about the swag. But when we get this swag,
yeah, I did just gotta drop that on you.
Yeah, you did drop that on me.
I forgot to mention it to you earlier.
By the way,
this
that's a live drop on for not only you guys but for me as well.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I think we should be giving the best Dylan ain't woke tweet some good swag.
Well, but I have to get the swag first.
I know, but we can go through once we get the swag.
Yeah, so okay, fine. All right. So one and then it'll be soon. I can't tell you exactly when. I'm still working out details. But soon when swag will be available, we'll tell you how to get a hold of it, all that good jazzes. And yes,
that's at DOA show.
Yes, at Dylan Lyles and at the real Dylan Lyles on Facebook. And Stephen Airy.
Yep.
I don't want to be the only one getting inundated with everything.
That's fine. That's fine.
Make him work.
You can send them all to me. That's just fine. I'm fine with that.
He's fine. He's fine.
Well,
but yeah, I was
thank you so much.
It's but yes, so good things are coming down the road. So stay tuned. I hope everyone
Stay
pays
tuned
attention.
to your local radio dial.
Please stay tuned. All right, we're going to round out this last segment. Something that I would say is slightly near and dear to my heart
Is it?
is the military.
Oh, really?
Because I were there.
You were there.
I were there. I was Navy. In case any of y'all didn't know. Shut up. I've heard the jokes forever. I don't really care.
That's why I'm not doing them. I just had to snicker just a hair.
Everyone
I'm
has
sorry.
to snicker. You know what? At least we're not the Coast Guard.
Exactly.
Anyway, I've always I still do, and I always will have the military will always be a very special place in my heart. However,
That's the bottom left corner.
yeah. However, the Army is starting to make me a little mad. From the Tribunist website, which I didn't read properly. I thought it was something else. But anyway, I digress. Apparently, the Army is lowering its standards for female infantry recruits. Apparently, the definition in 2017 of shattering the, quote, glass ceiling, end quote, is to bring it down to about knee level.
Yeah.
And making you just stand up straight. Apparently, there's little to no effort involved in this at all.
I mean, I thought the whole shattering it was just dropping it to the floor.
It might be that too. I don't know. I do know that the reason that they're doing this is because of the fact that they want, obviously for some reason, well, I can't say for some reason, because of political correctness, because of, quote, equality, because of all of this, everyone has to be fair and everyone should have a shot, and it's not fair that a woman can't get in there and be a part of the infantry and be on the front lines. It's not fair. And so, to further facilitate a already stupid idea of having women on the front lines, which again, the things that I learn that go on in the world every day, I become more and more like true libertarian, as in, if you want to do it and can do it, knock yourself out.
Just
otherwise, shut up.
Right. If you aren't going to, or you don't want to, shut up about it.
Thank you. So I'm all for it. If I am not comfortable as myself. Like, as in to say, I would not want if I had daughters, I would not feel overly comfortable of my daughters.
I do have
being
daughters.
on the front. You do. I wouldn't be comfortable with my daughters being on the front line. I wouldn't be comfortable with your daughters being on the front line. However, if they are over the age of 18 and moved out of your house and are adults,
they have all free choice.
And if that's what they want to do, then we will just be praying extra hard
for them,
to be safe.
Right.
But otherwise, they do what and as long as they can make it.
Yeah.
But here's the line. Here's the standard. Follow it.
Right.
And they don't do that now.
No.
Now it's because, we can't explain why women aren't being able to meet this standard.
Stop. Full stop. Full stop. I can explain it. I can explain it pretty thoroughly. And it's really simple. Women don't have as much testosterone or adrenaline pumping through their system, nor do they have the muscle density that equates to the same as men without taking some sort of supplement.
So what you're saying is men and women are biologically different.
Yes. Biologically different.
I don't think I understand, so can you explain it again?
Okay. Women have this thing. Mm-hmm. They have a couple things that we don't have.
I got a panic there for a minute, because usually the talk goes the other way around. Usually the boys have something.
No. Women have a couple things, but specifically, one thing that they have pushing through their system is called estrogen. And while some men do favor the estrogen side, and it's obvious,
by all means, knock yourself out.
Yeah, not a problem there.
I know.
That's a whole another. But all right, how do I word this?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm not going to say
I'm like, there's a cliff there,
There's a cliff. Am I going to go over it? You know what? I think it might. Men, by and large, have more testosterone running through their system at any given moment in their life after puberty than women do.
Good save.
After puberty.
Good save.
Than women do. Unless they do something to change that. And even then, they have to, instead of change that, counterbalance it with chemicals that destroy their entire body and then make them into something they're not. So, by having that problem, by having that instance, it also means we die earlier. Mm-hmm. It means we have massive hair loss issues on our head, and then the rest of our body grows hair. It's really awkward. But what it does mean is that we're able to lift heavier things at any given moment for the same person of the same size, just the opposite gender. You know, same size, same everything, same muscle mass, but the density is different.
Yep.
Thus, the strength capacity is different.
It's almost like we're designed to do two completely different things.
We are.
Shut up. I thought I discovered something new.
No.
Dang.
Yeah. That's okay. It's like
to burst a bubble.
Well, I mean, it's like when you said, "Hey, we're going to start doing radio," and you're like, "It's a brand new thing. It's a whole new genre."
Yeah, it's a
whole new thing.
It's a crazy thing, guy.
Crazy thing. We're going to go on the airwaves, and the airwaves are going to go, and they're going to go into people's houses, and it's going to go straight over the internet.
All right, stop. You're starting to sound like George W. Stop.
I know.
Stop.
I started to. I wanted to.
Nope, we're not doing
No.
it. No, because I'm going to do it.
Don't stop. Get it?
Start keeping a tally. He's just all right. Here's the thing, though: is to lowering the standard is cheating. For all intents and purposes, regardless of how you want to slice it, regardless of what you want to call it, if a line is drawn, if a standard is given,
right,
and you can't meet it, and so they have to drop it, change it, make it easier for you to get by, that's cheating.
Well, so the whole
pure and simple,
right? And the argument would be, well, the standard was set back when women weren't in there, so they can't have the same standard because women weren't in there when the standard was set. The standard was set
because it's the standard. It wasn't set because, oh, well, it's just guys. How many guys back then, like even now, before they changed that standard, do you know how many men couldn't meet that standard?
Right.
A lot.
There were a ton of dropouts.
There was just because, women, just because the dropout rate for a woman was higher than the dropout rate for a guy doesn't mean anything.
Right.
The standard was there. It was.
Can I ask a question?
You're asking a lot of questions tonight.
What happened to G.I. Jane? The movie.
Well, Demi Moore grew her hair out and she married that weirdo from
No.
prank movie. And then...
The entire purpose of that movie was that women could do exactly what a man could do in the same situations.
Yeah, I know. You're right. I'm messing with it. No, that's what I thought, too. There was this weird... And I missed it, apparently. We went from having this point where... It was all about, here's the standard, and I'm going to meet that standard, regardless of what people say, whether it's you're a woman trying to get along in a man's world, or whether, I'm a homosexual and I have just the same rights, or whatever it was.
Right.
Here was the standard, and everyone and their mother is trying to meet that standard. Something happened somewhere, and I don't know when, and I don't know how. I wish I could find that point so I could be paying better attention. But it was almost like a light switch. Something happened, and it went from here's the standard we're all going to meet to screw you, white guy. We're going to have our own standard, and you're wrong for being better than us or trying harder or whatever.
You're reading the point in which it was switched right now. The news story that you're reading was the point at which it was switched. And the whole point of it is the social justice, political reform. It's not anything the military is doing. It's what the politicians are pushing on the military.
No, I agree. I'm talking in general, though. I'm talking going not just the
military.
In general.
Well, here's the thing.
Everything.
Well, in that same aspect, it's social justice. And social justice no longer is actually about justice.
It never was about justice.
There was one
instance, in all of American history, maybe
for like
in
5
that place
years.
with that, with those people.
It was maybe like 5 years. But what I'm saying is social justice. And you people that are out there that are saying, "Yeah, I'm a social justice warrior." Well, guess what? Where are the rogues? Where are the wizards? And where are the archers? Because you warriors are doing it wrong.
You just made yourself obvious to be a nerd.
I don't care.
Oh,
I am a nerd. I'm reading a story about the army enlisting women and then dropping the standards. Of course I'm a nerd.
If she was a bard.
We did an entire segment on Sologomy. Of course I'm a nerd.
And again, that's Sologomy with a G, not a deli meat. Pay attention, folks.
Keep up with the times. Keep up.
Keep up. It's a rough day for everybody.
Oh, goodness gracious.
No, like I said, I don't know. I don't know what happened to us. I mean, and everybody can go, well, this is what happened. You're right, but seriously, there was a point where this kind of stuff was a joke.
Yes.
This goes back to the Sologomy thing and everything. There was a point where it was a joke. We used to go, what if? And for some reason, now everything that we joked about is becoming a reality.
But the good news is, it's also becoming a joke again.
I hope so.
No, it is.
I haven't seen anything.
Dave Chappelle.
Oh no! I've started hearing about it. C.K. Lewis,
Louis
C.K. I always get him back.
I know, right?
No, but I've heard that too. Apparently, the comedians are for all intents and purposes. Jim Gaffigan. Apparently,
yeah.
they're slowly starting to bring it back.
They're making fun of the things that are obviously make funnable.
Well, everything should be made funnable. I'm sorry.
By the way, I just kind of made that word up.
Yeah, you did.
That'd be nice. Make funnable.
Make funnable. And unfortunately, that might actually be a new word to be made, unlike my asininity. But anyway, I was so proud of that. Anyway, but no, I'm serious though. Like, I bet. I don't know. I don't know, guys. There again, it was everything. Everything should be fair game.
As comedy, as far as comedy goes.
Well, as far as comedy goes, but I mean, period. The only person, or the only thing keeping you from being offended is you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. Your reaction, and that goes back to everything. The whole point of all of this is, and I've thought about this a long time, and I may have to make a show about this one day.
One day.
I got to do a little bit of writing on this one.
There's a lot of one days.
There's a lot of one days. But everything is a choice. Everything. If you stop for a minute, and I don't care who you are, I don't care what your life consists of, everything is a choice. From the moment you wake up until the moment you go to sleep, the moment you're born to the moment you die, everything is a choice, whether you realize it or not. And that goes all the way down to, if you're an alcoholic, you choose to get in that bottle, or you choose to get help. You're homosexual. You choose to lay down with the same sex, or you choose to not do it. I don't buy this crap where, oh, well, this is just how I am, or this is just how God made me. God doesn't screw up.
Right.
We screw up.
Yes.
And so everything, I don't care who you are, and everyone gets mad about that. Oh, well, no, that's not true. I can't help myself. You can. It may not be easy. It may not be fun, but you can.
Right.
Nobody wants to anymore. On anything. And it literally has gone to a point where they just kind of went and just said to hell with all of it. And here we are. Now we have Sologomy and lower military standards. And
so what you're saying is everything is everything?
Well, everything is awesome. Everything is awesome.
Cut.
I'm going to have to put that on here one day. I need to put that on here because I know our good friend John Dunn loves that song.
But what that song is all about, you know?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. It's good times.
Folks, we want to thank y'all for hanging out with us. We know there's a lot of other things you could be doing on a Saturday night, but listening to us means a lot to us, and we very much appreciate it. You can, again, reach us at Defenders of American Exceptionalism on Facebook, at DOAE Show on Twitter. Stephen
Airy at Twitter and Facebook. Dylan Lyles on Facebook, and Lyles Dylan on Twitter.
We will catch y'all next week. Have a good weekend, y'all. Remember Memorial Day. Remember the reason. Have a good one. Bye.